Adam, please have a seat. Adam. Sit down, please. Okay, this is where we left off yesterday. Johnny, let's turn this around. Okay. Okay.
Mr. Brown? Can I have some of these notes so I can copy? Because I wasn't here at for science class.
For one thing, who has permission to talk?
Nobody.
Just Adam, because he was asking me a question. And because I'm talking to him, doesn't give anybody else the right to call my name asking me a question. And let's get this cleared now. If you miss a day, it is up to you to find somebody that's going to let you look at their notes and get things caught up. Okay? I can't take time to keep going back all the way for every day that you guys miss. Okay? So it's up to you to check with someone, ask them if you can borrow their notes, not right now, and copy their notes. Okay? That is not cheating. Okay? That's what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? So, you guys need to get that done that weren't here yesterday, okay?
Yes, Mr. Brown.
Cam, question?
What's a foal horse called?
What is what?
A foal horse?
Stallion.
No, I don't know how to spell that. Can you go back? He missed the bus.
This morning? I'm confused.
I don't like that.
Gavin?
What is a young female horse and a young male horse?
Where are you at?
I'm on the comprehension chapter 2.9.
Okay. Why don't you wait and see what we come up with, okay? So, be patient. Okay. So, what?
You know the homework stuff that can I turn that into like these things right here? Will that higher my grade?
Yeah, well, okay. Make sure that they are the ones that are missing.
This is the one in the new pack.
We haven't done that one yet. What number?
2.8.
Okay, we did do that one. Okay. Thank you. Hello.
She's in 6th grade now?
Are you talking?
No.
Okay. This is, in this area, this is where we left off yesterday. Okay. So the father horse is called a stallion. Newborn horse called a foal. Mother horse is called a mare. Okay. We talked about this a little bit. I don't know if we had it on the notes right now, but when you go into breed animals, they breed the horses. A lot of times they breed them to get a specific characteristic. Okay, that could be the color, that could be the shape of the horse, that could be the speed of the horse. If they have a horse that's really a good runner, if they're racing the horse, they'll breed it for that purpose. And so what it's called is selective breeding, practice of choosing an animal's parents so that the baby will have that desired characteristics of what they're trying to come up with. So it's called selective breeding. Okay. Now, when a foal is born, okay, and here again, God's design of creation, okay, puts it in such a way that even a horse in production of a foal has the same as a human being, okay? The special prepared place in the mother's belly of the horse abdomen where that tiny horse develops is what they call the uterus or the womb of the animal, okay? Do you have a question? Okay. So that's where God has uniquely done his creation, okay? One thing is like the other. That doesn't mean that we came from horses. And we talked about this with the other animals. We didn't come from an ape. Man did not come from it. Man came from God. And you got to keep in mind that what separates us from these animals is that God created us with a soul, and that God created man with a soul and in the image of God. If God created us after an animal, then God looks like that animal. Okay? If we were created by an ape, if we came from an ape, then God looks like an ape. And if we came from a horse, God looks like a horse. But God doesn't look like that. Matter of fact, you can't even see God. Okay? And if you ever saw God enough to see God, you would die. Okay? Because of the power behind that glory. When Moses talked to God directly, Moses used the burning bush. And so there was a replica of God's glory. Okay? And yet when Moses came down from the mount with the Ten Commandments, he shone, his face glowed as if he had seen God. Okay? Which he basically did. But he didn't see God directly. He saw God's showing himself in the burning bush. Just drink it proper. Okay? So, but that you got to keep this in mind as we go through these, that even though there's a lot of similarities between man and beast, we are not from the beasts. Okay? Shane?
I finished.
Good. What number?
2.8.
Okay. Thank you. While we're on this little subject of homework here, make sure you are checking this paper because I just updated it this morning.
Oh, really?
Okay, so make sure things are getting in. You have the rest of this week and next week, all of next week. That's the end of the grading period. So if you don't have something done on this paper, it's a 0. And then next Friday it stays a 0. Okay? And that will affect your grade. Okay, so the name of a newborn foal. Male foal is called a colt.
What? No, there's
A female foal is called a filly. Not Philly cheesesteak, but a filly. Okay? Okay. Okay. Well, even a horse has a family. Even a horse has relatives. So let's look at some of the relatives of the horse. Okay? The zebra, the wild donkey are called wild horses. Okay? Even though they aren't horses necessarily, but you can see the resemblance of the horse in the zebra, especially in the head. Okay. The mane's a little different, but it still has a mane. Horses don't necessarily have the stripes. They may have some colors in them, but the zebra has, okay, those stripes makes it look different. But the shape of the zebra, the shape of the donkey, okay, the wild donkeys are like a horse. Savannah.
Would a donkey be considered a male? A relative of it too?
It's one. Would it be called a what?
Would it be considered a relative of it too?
Of the horse?
Of a donkey, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Zombie? Yeah. Donkey?
Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Brown, I have something for you. They exist. A donkey exists.
It does. I've seen it in the movie before. A donkey? Yeah, right.
Mr. Brown, is that a real 2.9. This is today's. I finished it.
Okay. Put that in the box. Okay.
Where's the box?
Mr. Brown, I have a question that I do not.
Yes, ma'am.
Is a donkey a real thing?
A zonkey?
Yes.
You mean like a zombie donkey?
No, zebra donkey mix.
There is such thing.
You
That would be like the best.
you probably could breed them because they're of the same family.
Yeah, they did.
Okay. What they actually call them, I don't know. Maybe they call them a zonkey. I don't know.
Mr.
Okay.
Brown,
So just assume.
Yes.
do you think they have an Elraf?
Sorry, different person.
I don't know.
It's like an elephant mixed with a giraffe.
I don't think so.
Have like a 9-inch
Okay.
nose.
Adam, calm down. Josiah,
Could you go back to egg?
that one?
No, egg.
Uterus?
Ah.
Mr. Brown, I have a question. Is he the Adrian of this class?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who's
Adrian?
Did you get these, Josiah?
Adrian?
Okay. Doesn't matter right now. Who are you supposed to be talking to? Nobody. The Mustang is a wild horse, okay? Usually brought to America by the Spaniards in the experience. Tony?
Can they catch up with the real Mustang?
Choke stick? The car?
Yeah, because the Mustang has the same amount of horsepower.
Good one.
Okay.
That was a good one.
You counted it way later. That's kind of funny. Mr. Brown,
like,
I
oh,
was
Mr.
Brown, that was a good one. You didn't get like
I have a question. Can I come and ask you?
Yes.
Well, if you're already going up there, then I guess.
Hot dog horsepower. Yeah, you should get out.
We're on this one, right? Yeah.
We're on number 2. Tony, that just wasted time. Okay, but follow along. Tony, follow along. I know you did. I know. Follow along. Okay, nope. Have a seat. The domestic donkey is a relative. Okay.
That's Donkey from Shrek.
A domestic donkey. A domestic donkey is obviously smaller.
Me right there.
It's a sure-footed relative of the horse. They use a lot of the donkeys in mountain excavations, whatever you want to call it.
Mr. Brown.
Okay, but now,
Hey.
okay. So the domestic donkey. Hey, stop. Cam, that's 1. You want 2?
I have a question.
You want 2?
No,
Okay.
I don't want to. I have a question.
Is it a serious question or one to show off?
No, it's serious. I just want to know for a fact.
What?
Do you
you think those are like used for like grinding the grain? You know what I mean? Like they go in a circle.
I'm sure in some countries they do that.
For the domestic donkeys?
Either that or the mules. Okay. The mule is a cross between a male donkey and a female horse. Okay. Now, if you look closely, and I want you to look very, very close, okay? The furthest picture on the right, okay? Doesn't that look like Shane?
No, that looks like a kangaroo.
No, just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, now look at these. Shh, okay? The horse has short ears. The mule and the donkey, they have both long ears. Okay? Round eyes on the horse, wide eyes on the donkey and the mule. They all have the long face, except for the donkey. They have a large muzzle, or the mule does. Okay? And basically they all do. Only the mules is a little bit more poochy than the other ones, but a lot of similarities between these.
Mr. Brown?
Okay? Yes.
So the mule is the biggest one out of all of them, or is the horse?
The horse is. Okay. Okay. Hoofed animals. I'd like to try and get through this today, guys. We've already spent 2 days on this lesson. Okay? Yes.
I wish I could, instead of our class, be studying about whatever this is.
Okay.
Zoology?
The hoofed animals. Shh. That's the enlarged, thickened toenail of the horses. Okay? Of the cattle, the deer, the giraffes, the pigs. They're called hoofs. Turn around. Okay?
Mr. Brown, I have a question. Don't they scrape the bottom of their hoof?
They can if they don't have a horseshoe.
Yeah, because it hurts them.
Okay? And it'll probably break it. Okay? The two categories of hoofed animals are your even-toed and your odd-toes. Odd-toed. Okay? Hoofed animals. So they look just like these. The odd, if it's one hoof, then it's a one-toed. That one is an odd number. Putting some math to this. If it has two, a space in between, that's two. Some might even have a third there, which would put them in the odd category. Okay?
Mr. Brown, can you go back one? Oh my. So he's the Austin of the class.
Uh-huh. There's always two of them.
You're the distraction.
Okay, ready?
Me.
Okay, moving on. Shh, pay attention. Get things written down.
Mr. Brown!
Hey, very seldom do I have a long thing to write down for you guys, so it shouldn't take that long to write a couple words down. Okay? If you just pay attention and stop looking around the room and trying to figure out what everybody else is doing, or if they're looking at you to see if we can make them laugh. Okay? So you got the even-toed and you got the odd-toed. All hoofed animals are herbivored. They are plant eaters. You've never seen a horse eat meat?
No.
Okay? Never. And so a hoofed animal are herbivores. They are grazers in a lot of cases. Okay? Can I get going? No questions. I have got to get this finished. Okay? I know. I just had to click it one more time.
You have us around.
I got that. Thank you, Lord. Now what?
Except there's 10 more slides after that.
Now what?
Mr. Brown, how do you make your classroom make so? How do you make your classroom make so good?
Yeah, how does it smell so good?
The candle that's in there.
Because I'm
Okay, so your homework tonight is Comprehension check 2.9. Okay,
Karen.
you have it. And reading pages 65 to 67. Okay, no wait about it.
Karen.
Okay, sorry. Shh. Hey, sorry I did not giving you much time. Maybe have a couple minutes here to work on it now. But it is homework. But since this is Wednesday, this homework is due Friday. So now you got an extra day to get it done. Okay, 2.9. Okay. Lena, thank you for your presence.
Oh, you're always welcome.
I do not understand.
Oh, really?
Second question.
Yay.
And third. I looked everywhere for the answer.
What protects the toe of the horse? Uh-huh. What part of the horse's foot acts as a shock absorber?
Horseshoe?
No.
Not vacuum.
Yes.
No, actually, thank you. Sorry. I'm talking for camera.
Shock absorber. Okay, it's the frog. Okay,
Savage.
I didn't know.
that's okay.
Are you a savage?
Okay, Gianni, sorry, I always get sidetracked at this point. Sit down. Sit down.
Express yourself.
I'll call you in just a minute, Cameron. Just wait. Gianni, that's going to be it for today. To make sure you get your homework 2.9 and read the pages 65 to 67, okay? We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.